Hello everyone, welcome back to another week of this Minecraft series, and this week we got a lot of interesting projects, so let me show you how it went. As a little bit of an update, on the last week we announced the machinery wall, or the radiant one, but as you can see, the thing that we showed at the end of the video wasn't exactly the one on the thumbnail because I worked pretty much on the weekend to make that work and I couldn't record again. But yeah, this is kind of the final fully fledged design with also the addition of a lever system that's going to pretty much stop everything from working. So you can see right now no more items are going to be delivered in the system. Eventually this quartz is going to be turned off and going back. And also we can restart everything again. These items are not going to be drained because mainly I like the items to be kind of like a factory in the middle of the work with getting stuff, not like something polished clean and everything started from scratch. And also the other thing that we added is these inverted illuminant light gray blocks, which are pretty much light gray lights, like kind of a little bit like inverted gray light things. I totally forget the other name of the other one. But yeah, they look really nice. We added the forge, of course, and this is kind of how it's going to keep working. And as you can see, when we get this running, it's going to keep creating the casings, and everything is working really nice. So that's another project done. And also one of the big projects of this week was the automation of the shaft and cogwheels. So we made kind of a rebranding of everything here, and of course you can see this on the title of this video. But let me show you a little bit more in depth on what happens here, because it was a lot. So first of all, we decided to move a lot of the logic system underground, and you can see here that we got multiple things happening at the same time. So let's start with these things in order. So first of all, the input on the materials now are getting drained with the filter into the buffer chest, so we can add more stuff here. And then following that line, we got two item separator sorter, one for the planks, one for the shaft and the cogwheels, and these double array of panels are decided to go into or configured to go into synchronized input. So that means if one of these belts is kind of empty, the other one is stopped going in. And then we got one mechanical arm, which is that boy there, for kind of throwing both of the items at the same time, and is going to, depending on which kind of type of cogwheel we select, is going to be the small one or the large one. And the second one is another line just for the andesite alloy. So the andesite alloy goes in this other line, and then this new mechanical arm is going to only be active grabbing items from the plank there and grabbing the alloys here. So actually the alloys are going to be processed, converted into shaft, and actually coming into here. So if we wanted to create the small cogwheels, we can also automate both of them. And then we just need to kind of flip the lever and change the output or the inputs and the output for this, and then we are going to collect the large cogwheels for this other mechanical arm that is hidden kind of there in the ground, that is just actually getting range for getting into this guy, because for some reason this mechanical arm can't reach that block there, so we needed to add a new one. And for everything else, since we are using now more mechanical arms and also more belts, we needed to add this new water wheel, which is actually going at max speed and providing the extra energy for everything else. And also I think it looks really nice below here. So yeah, with that the project is totally done and I'm really satisfied with it. But also another of the things that we did this week is going back into our beloved cruncher, because for a lot of time the crunchers got just a small big flaw that you needed to be just there waiting for the items to drop down. And of course, if I wasn't there, I was just kind of losing the items. That was not good. So we finally took things into our hands and crafted the solution. So what we did was stacking minecarts on and putting the minecarts onto this block just sitting on top of the hopper there, which is going to be the output of the system, and actually then we move the item from the depot into the funnel there for going into the chest. So that's our output, and pretty much the input is pretty much the same. Everything goes inside of the crunching part, which is on this chute, into the double crunching wheels and everything else. But then when the items drop down, they are getting into this slot, getting sucked in by the hopper minecart, and then getting grabbed by the hopper. So, a smart solution, simple approach. It took a couple of tries to make it work, but finally it worked. And also the cool thing is we started like 15 of the hopper minecarts, so now we got like 75 slots for different type of items in case we drop, you know, like an insane amount of full stacks, because we did just that. Because I need to announce also that I went mining. I mined over 9,000 blocks, and yeah, if you are interested in that, you need to check my stream, because I kind of share all the results of my mining section and all the processing on that over the stream, and it was really fun. And on the Friday, we also kind of did some work. So what happened is we made this portal. Right now is the fake one. So if I press the button, you are going to see that pop, flop over, and now we got a free open to use portal. And if we press it again, this goes back. We encounter some issues because we realized that, I don't know if this is intended with create mode right now, but on this update, when you got a portal over here, what happens is if you got the portal like that, and if you swap kind of a blocks inside or something, this block gets instantly teleported to the other dimension and actually doesn't break the portal in itself. And that is because mainly right now we got a configuration where the whole array of obsidian on the portal is unmovable. And that means we can only swap the blocks inside, making this like fake portal, because otherwise we can just leave the code here, but it looks really awful, to be honest. So I think it looks really nice, especially from far away. But yeah, we need to redo this, and I already got kind of lined up a couple of ideas on how to do this project, but for some reason everything broke, so I needed to go while on the stream into a backup world. We need to do everything pretty much again, so this whole project is going to be for the next week. But also, I kind of do a lot of the grinding work. So as you can see, we are just in front of the mechanisms assembly contraption, and I crafted cogwheels, large cogwheels, and even the redstone torches twice. Because as I told you before, everything broke, so I spent a couple more of hours, as you can see, with the difficulty going really high up. Just kind of AFKing and crafting the materials, and I'm really happy kind of to announce that that this whole array system that we are using right now, that I showed you on the last week, it's everything working almost flawlessly. Just a couple of mishaps every so often when I load kind of at the world, and sometimes the mechanicals got clogged up, so I just need to take one item away. But other than that, it's working flawlessly, so I'm really happy with that. And that's kind of our whole week. Got a little bit cramped at the end of the week because, you know, March hit us hard and I needed to do things IRL that were really complicated. But yeah, other than that, it was really nice. So if you're interested, catch me live, and we shall see us on the next week. Bye.